Grand Rising TikTok, Patah. It's your boy AMK Ra Amun here. I need you guys to hear me out. I am not one of these people who come in here and try to sell you something. Though you have heard people say that, I'm telling you straight from me. I am not here to sell you anything. This is not a joke. Times change. And if you don't understand how times change, you were once a kid, right? And you evolved into an adult. If you was a baby at a purest form but the most strongest thing in the universe, but I taught you that you was less than from the get-go, that's what you're gonna live. You cannot get an idea that's not within you or that hasn't already been in you. The soul holds information. Okay, these comments that they're scared of, talking about coming and all this other stuff, no, we are here and we are evolving. And to people who are Christians or anything else caught up in these occults and or Freemasonry, they're soldiers. Okay, they realign their legion from self to an outer source that they don't understand. If you look up the word legion, it means soldiers. Okay, it means soldiers. Recruiting. People are recruiting in the name of God and becoming a soldier. So when they see something supernatural like us, when we're flying, when we're reading minds and we're telepathic and we're connected to the earth again and we all come together as one, the people who rejected themselves are going to fight the people who found themselves. They think that they are chosen ones, but they are getting selected by somebody that they're giving their power outside. We chose ourselves because that was the gift to really understand, to understand, to overstand. You see what I'm saying? Or to understand, to overstand, the understand. All right? They just understand. They're always under the feet. They understand. That's all they do. They're always under the feet. We learned while we was under the feet. Okay? Your consciousness is evolving just as it did if you were a child. You were more pure light, you were more free, and then you grew up to an adult and realized, oh shit, I'm not really that free. There's a lot of shit going on. All right, you chose yourself how you live your reality. We are all creators. We create content. How many people you seen create content like myself and people are like, wow, he said something that really changed my way of looking, or oh man, I always thought of that. My gift, I'm gonna tell you, I don't hide no secrets. I'm gonna tell you, my gift is anything that was probably already in your subconscious, I bring it to your front lobe. I major in that. That is my skill. I didn't have to go to college because there's nothing that teaches that. I don't care if you're a psychiatrist, a neurologist. You're not teaching that. You could teach them the function. Oh, you got a subconscious and you have a conscious, and they work two different factors. Yeah, but how do you connect them? Oh, you got a left side, you got a right side. Yeah, but how do you connect them? Oh, there's good and there's bad. This is called duality. But yeah, how do you connect them? See, I'm that middleman. I don't pick the left. I don't pick the right. I just be as I am, and this is why I tell you your truth. You are a creator. There would be no options for nothing. Hear me. Hear me. There will be no options for nothing if you wasn't here. How does a living soul know what's good and bad if it's not in the middle? Why are these options around you if you're not the one picking them? You are here to wake up as yourself. You take a baby and you teach it that is the weakest thing, right? It's going to grow what? Into the weakest thing. You take a plant and you put it in the ground and you don't take care of it as much, it's going to grow fucked up or it might not fully develop. Okay? I'm trying to tell you guys right now because a lot of you guys you feel your power. Power always has to return to source. It's just like a connection or a server. If it disconnects from something, where it goes right back to where it started. You feel what I'm saying? It's not going to keep going out once the signal's connected. You got to turn it on again, then it reconnects. But you got to be connected to yourself, not their world. Okay? They gave you a creation story because your powers is dark matter, which makes visible matter more realer than anything, or it makes it visible. Y'all thought we were slaves. We were not slaves. We were power sources. Why do you think they had us picking cotton? Cotton is an insulator to flow of electricity. So is glass. So is wood. So is plastic. What is the majority of shit in this world? So is petroleum. Everything you see is a physical version of what you are. And they're taking that and using that. You feel what I'm saying? If something didn't like us at some point in time, wouldn't it just eradicate us all? Why do you think they can't though? Because they need us. They need us. We're not bound by just Earth. We keep Earth alive. Y'all have it twisted. You guys think that Earth is just a place that you live on. No, Earth is something you maintain. It's your first mother. It's your first father. It's your first lady. It's your first boyfriend. However you look at it, it's your first everything in the physical. And you maintain that reality. The reality wasn't made for you. You made the reality. Pressure. You are a diamond. You are a crystalline being, okay? So you always had pressure on you. The pressure was always on you, okay? But too much pressure, you just might harden. You get what I'm saying? So this is why they had to use tactics. Oh, we got to take these shackles off of them. They are hardening. And that's what was going on now. So they made a government to govern the minds of certain individuals so they don't develop. Because, oh, the mind is the most powerfulest thing. See what I'm saying? It got two sides, but it's in one head. You got two nostrils, but you breathe in through one tube. You got two eyes, but you see with one. You see what I'm saying? It's called your occipital lobe, which is your brain. Okay? You guys think that you see the sun go up and the moon go down. No, that's your pineal gland. These are examples of your pineal gland. Your pineal gland actually records the time of serotonin, which is the sun, and records the time of melatonin, which is the moon, which one rises and one puts you to sleep. It records your sleeping pattern. This is how it knows when to leave the body and when to not leave the body. It's a clock. You're a walking time bomb. Look up nuclear fusion. I am here since I was 3 to 30. I said, and I remember, I always want to help people truly be free. And that's what I fight for. You can't, I've never got to see all this tragic and dramatic things that happen in this world in front of me because that's my power. That's where I will wake up. That's where I will activate. But their evil has gotten so far, it has no choice but to happen any moment now. And I want you guys to know that when you start seeing supernatural shit, everybody is starting to remember. Everybody is getting more telepathic. Everybody is finishing out the sentences of songs before that they never heard because they just know. Everybody is finishing somebody's sentence because you just know how they're going to talk. We're hitting a limit where it's time for new elevation because we've been holding back. People are always saying, I always thought of that. Oh, yo, he's bringing up real shit. I always thought of that. That's my job. I bring what's in the subconscious to the front lobe. I major in it. I literally major in it. No school, no college, no degree is going to teach you this stuff because it's not something that you can physically see. It's all about feeling. Some people feel like this is a bad idea. Some people calculate how this is a bad idea. Which one you think is quicker? Calculation takes time. Feeling is instant. I'm going to say that again. Calculation takes time. Feeling is instant. When I come on here, I do not write a list. I don't have no paper on me. This is all from my heart. And this is the only thing that I speak from. If I don't speak from, I'm not talking. Everything else is problematic. Trying to explain something that never should have even existed. Don't you think you're going to be stuck? We talk too much. We look too much. We need to silence ourselves. Really see what the fuck is going on inside. It's all about balance. You can't have too much of an alkaline and you can't have too much acidity. You have to be balanced. 7 between 8 of a pH balance is balance, right? But sometimes if you get too low, you need alkaline. Alkaline balance it up. But you can't go too far into the alkaline because now you're just basically you're bleached out. You feel what I'm saying? You're losing color. Right? I'm going to say more and make a part 2 of this video right now as we speak. Peace, Ashe, Mpata, Mary, Mary.